This is a short overview of my project, Advanced Crafting System. Mostly it's self-explanatory. Crafting system obviously allows player to craft items based off the resources, like you can see here. If we start the game, we can gather the resource. In the left corner you see the resources amount we gather, and we can move to the crafting station. Like you see, we can press E to start crafting, and we can choose the item we want to craft. And if we decide to craft, for example, 12 arrows, we can simply craft it. It shows on our inventory and it costs us 20 woods. This crafting system automatically calculates the player possible amount to craft. What I mean exactly by that is if we come here and we click arrows, for example, it says that we can craft 50 arrows. Obviously we can craft it because it costs 1 wood and we have only 50 wood. So if we decide to craft, for example, 12 arrows again, we can craft it and it automatically calculates that we can craft 30 arrows and no more. We can obviously click minimum and maximum, but there is no option to craft less than 1 because it doesn't make sense, obviously. And if we click 1, it additionally gives us 1 arrow and cost us 1 wood. We can swap the tabs. For example, if we decide to craft stone hammer, we can craft it here. Pickaxe, and obviously we can populate that crafting station knowledge in the crafting station blueprint. Additionally, if we come here and again open the crafting station, we, for example, use all the wood, so we left with 0 wood, and open again, it says that we have no wood by this red number here. And green means that obviously we have enough resources to craft. You can determine on which crafting station what kind of items should be craftable. Like you see here. Here you can craft only gathering tools and arrows. If you open it, we see we can craft only those items. If we close it and move to the weapons, for example, here we can't craft anything else, just the weapons. And if we move here, we can craft everything. And everything is automated. It refresh once player click the button. Additionally, there is a bonus game that you can determine of which item should have that. What I mean exactly, if we come here for the crafting station everything, we can craft, for example, 8 arrows, but nothing happened. If we click here for the basic sword, it starts the crafting game. It basically mimics the crafting of that item, and based of the points player get, it gives us different item quality. Right now we click 10 out of 10 bursts, but if we come here and we don't click anything, let it happen, we see that we craft only normal item instead of perfect like in the game before. Changing items or determining their recipes takes only a few clicks. If we come to the items folder and open for example weapons, and we click to the weapons, we see there is a basic sword, and here in the crafting tab, here is the recipe. Like you saw before, it costs 15 stone and 5 wood, and to prove that let's check, 15 stone, 5 wood. But if we change that to the, for example, 5 stone and 10 wood, and we save that and open again, it says 5 stone and 10 wood. That way you can change any recipe in any time, just only with few clicks. And here a bonus crafting game means if that item should be able to have that game, and is craftable means if that item is basically craftable. If that's turned to off, we no more can find the basic sword here. You can also decide how many items you can craft in one time. Basically, like you saw, we could craft only one sword in one crafting game, but now let's change it to 10, recompile, get the resources, because the crafting stations are automatically calculated the maximum allowed amount. And like you see, we don't have enough resources to craft 10 sword, but it allows us to craft up to 4 at this time. If we would have more resources, it will be 10, like we determine in our data table. There is also short documentation in Unreal Engine Marketplace that you can find, but if you have any question, feel free to mail me or just write a question here or in the Unreal Engine Marketplace. I will answer as soon as possible.